स्वागत करना चाहूँगा ओडी के जो पहला लद्दाख में आए ऐसे इलेक्ट्रिक सपोर्टेड जो कार व्हीकल जो लद्दाख में पहुँचे हैं। और खुशी की बात इसमें भी है, चंडीगढ़ से जो मनाली से होते हुए पंग से और लेह तक अलग अलग जगहों पे जो इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जिंग पॉइंट्स भी लगा है। और आज फॉर्मली यहाँ के लद्दाख ऑटोनोमस हिल डेवलपमेंट काउंसिल लेह के ऑनरेबल चेयरमैन साहब की उपस्थिति में और हम दोनों की उपस्थिति में इसका लद्दाख में इनॉग्रेशन भी हुआ, लॉन्चिंग भी हुआ, शुरू भी हुआ। इसका अहमियत लद्दाख, केवल लद्दाख में नहीं बल्कि पूरे हिमालयन रीजन में और साथ ही साथ पूरे यूनिवर्स में, दुनिया में इसका अहमियत रखते हैं। मैं धन्यवाद भी करना चाहूँगा भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री माननीय श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने, जिन्होंने लद्दाख के प्रति एक कार्बन न्यूट्रल लद्दाख के जो नारा दिया, विजन दिया। और कार्बन न्यूट्रल लद्दाख बनाने के लिए, इसके लिए मैं ओडी और यहाँ के जो आज फंक्शन ऑर्गेनाइज किया, ओवरड्राइव और जितने भी इसके पार्टनर्स हैं, सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा।
So we got into Leh pretty late last night, but we made it here comfortably. It was a bit of a difficult journey because when we set off from Pang, it was pretty late at night, we kind of lost a lot of range climbing up Tanglangla Pass because Tanglangla Pass is pretty high, 17,000 feet above sea level. But we've now made it to Leh. This is the Fortune Resort in Ladakh in Leh, and this is where we set up the 22 kilowatt hour charging station. You just saw me unplug it from the e-tron, but it's been a comfortable journey so far. Tough nonetheless, a lot of range anxiety, but it's great to be here amidst all this Himalayan scenery.
But Leh wasn't the only frontier. We even made it all the way up to Khardungla, once famously known as the world's highest motorable road.
We just left K-Top, and as you can see, I've got about 94 kilometers of charge left, or rather range left, and I'm going to recuperate some energy back into the system. To do that, I go into regen mode 1. So while the e-tron is still rolling, it's also charging the battery. When I come down to the corners, I can go into regen mode 2. There's further charging happening. Use the right paddle shift to release the regen mode from level 2. Come back to level 1, let it continue rolling, let it charge, which it does at a lesser rate, but nonetheless the charging is still happening. And keep in mind, every time you use the brakes as well, you continue to charge the system. We've reached our hotel in Leh, and my range is now showing 187 kilometers, and I've probably recuperated about 5% to 8% of energy back into my battery, which is not too bad at all, but this is essentially what you can do. So you can lose range, but given circumstances and given the conditions, driving conditions, you could also recover your energy. We drove in last night all the way from Leh to Manali in a single charge. Of course, we cheated, in complete honesty. We weren't driving all the time. A lot of time was spent coasting downhill. And we set off from Leh with almost a 95% charge. And we reached Manali with 32% charge left on the battery. But here's the deal. The advantage that you're getting when you're driving from Leh towards Manali or towards Chandigarh is that you're coming downhill entirely. While Leh going up to Tanglangla, you're ascending from about 10,000 feet to 17,500 feet. Thereafter, you're constantly coming down from 17,500 feet to almost 6,000 feet here in Manali. That's a huge advantage for an electric car. What's important to keep a check on is not the range that you're getting. Because in the mountains, the range keeps fluctuating. As you're climbing uphill, your range will drop. But you shouldn't be scared of that. That shouldn't set you back. Because once you start descending down that pass, your range increases considerably again. At the same time, if you use the regenerative system smartly enough, and you know your car well, you can recoup a fair amount of energy back into your system. That will also increase your range. And that's essentially what we were doing. We were coasting downhill and increasing our range, increasing the efficiency of the charge that we had left. And that is what enabled us to get from Leh all the way up to Manali in just one charge. Over 420 kilometers in just one charge. Unbelievable what this car is capable of.
As I mentioned earlier, this drive up to Leh in the e-tron is our most ambitious yet. But when you dream, dream big or not at all. We came across many challenges on this journey. Not knowing our vehicle well enough, power issues in various regions, not knowing what the elevation of the land would do to the battery, charge optimization. We didn't even know if the batteries would hold their charge in these conditions or would they drain like our camera batteries did. Well, they did. So that was satisfying. What was also hugely satisfying is that our entire adventure into Leh and back to civilization in the e-tron cost us just around 5,500 rupees for the electricity. For the IC engine vehicles, it was over 3 times that cost. But our biggest takeaway from this journey was that taking an EV into far-flung regions of the country is not a seamless, stress-free drive yet. Perhaps by next year, it may be. Just maybe. My fingers are crossed that there will be more chargers set up along this route. In a moment of rational madness, we achieved the impossible. But we had the e-tron. It has the largest battery pack, the highest range and technology that makes the journey possible. Other cars though will follow.
We hope you enjoyed the story and learnt a bit more about driving an electric vehicle up in the Himalayas, recuperating energy in that manner as well. You can write to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter as well as Instagram to let us know what you thought of the story, and if you have any other questions, we'll be sure to get Bert to answer all of them. We'll see you next week. Until then, goodbye. Many thanks for watching. Drive and ride safe.